always wondered to myself, is there something that helps the entrepreneurs that succeed that they have, which other entrepreneurs don't? Is it something they know? Is it how they run their businesses? Is it the people they hire? Is it where they went to school? Is it their socialization, their background, their education, their mental spaces? What is it that makes the entrepreneur succeed? Welcome to my masterclasses, where I share with you everything you need to know about how to become a high-growth, high-scale entrepreneur. I'm joined by guests. We break down the myths, the ideas, the myths, the legends, everything you need to know to become a high-growth entrepreneur. Warning, this is the High Performance Zone. Okay, great. So these are the rules. You guys get 90 seconds. I would prefer 60 seconds, which is a minute. And here's what you got to tell us. You got to tell us about your business idea or business as you're running it. You got to tell us what is the problem that you're solving, and you got to tell us why we need to buy. And then at the end of it, the room will decide who they want to buy from and who not. Is that fair?
Yes.
Who wants to go first? So we all need to welcome Cinzia. Those of you who are frowning, smile. so that Cinzia can feel a bit better. And we're going to give a round of applause. Then Cinzia is going to start. Cinzia, your time starts now.
Thank you. So the product that I'm selling is an economical alternative to petrol diesel. It's biodiesel. It is 100% environmentally friendly. It's biodegradable and non-toxic. The product that I am talking about will be produced using waste plastic. So believe it or not, there is cash in your trash. So my company will purchase the plastic from the end user, and we will use that plastic to generate biodiesel, jet fuel, or electricity in the future. This product will be cheaper than your normal petrol diesel. The challenges that we're facing at the moment is licensing and legislation, because the government caps basically the capacity that you can produce at, but we are looking at a maximum of 240 liters of biodiesel each year. Thank you.
From the pitch is what? This is probably more important. Say again? No, not value. What is it? Say again? No, what are you asking for? Does it make sense? Yeah. So the picture idea is one thing, but at the end of it, you've got to have a thing that I'm asking for. I want to ask you to go to my website, I want you to invest a bit of money, I want you to give me whatever. But at the end of every single conversation, end it with an ask. You know why most of us don't get anything? It's because you don't know what to ask for. You never start a conversation without knowing what to ask for. Like, what do you want? I want X. Then what you do is you try and start the conversation with the ask and end it with the ask reinforced. Vusi, we're meeting today because I'm looking for. Pitch. Vusi, I'm looking for. Want to try again?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, now.
Thank you. So we're meeting today because I am looking for investors in my business. I am looking to get capital to purchase my plant, and the product that I am wanting to provide is an alternative to diesel, the normal petrol diesel. It's cheaper to purchase and it's cheaper to manufacture. It's 100% environmentally friendly, non-toxic and biodegradable, and it's also good for your engine. So this product can work to clean your engine, and it prolongs your engine life basically. So I'm looking for that 1.2 million to purchase my plant and my equipment so that I can bring this product into the market, especially with the petrol prices at as high as they are in South Africa.
Cool, thank you very much. Fish, what's your name?
I'm Sbonelo.
Say again?
Sbonelo.
Sbonelo.
Yeah.
Sbonelo, you have 60 seconds. Sbonelo, your 60 seconds starts now.
Okay, Sbonelo. I'm currently a student at civil engineering at Howard College. I'm just going to be brief. What I'm doing is I have a student support loan for students without inventory. And the first year I came last year, I think. Yeah, last year, of which I figured out that a student, whenever they have to get their funding in bursary, they have them in that they need money during the course of the month, of which they can delay. The NSFAS and first they delay to give the money. So what happened is that I invested in the student support loan, which I give them the money for their meals and whatsoever what they need for, but not for the tuition fees. So I've done that. It's actually working now. So what happened now, when I posted on Instagram or whatever, I posted it on social media, what happened is that they tell their mothers, and their mothers, they're actually calling me that they need loans, of which my target is a student, not there. So now what happened, the plan was to invest another plan, of which I said it's a workplace support loan. The workplace support loan is basically what is a small loan designed for people, designed for people who are financially discriminated from their loans, or who can get the loan from, of which what I say that when support loan, when they are financially fit, quality production increase. So what we do is that I borrow them money, I go to their business, I borrow them money, of which we with the fixed interest rate of 30% per 100 rand, or and then our aim is to make sure that every employee get an opportunity to make a loan, regardless of their salary or their financial history background. So what we do is when we go to the company, and then we make plans with them, and then we give them 5% of what we make at the end of the month.
Cool. Thank you, Sbonelo. Now. Here's what's funny is some of you here have the goal to laugh, but you would never dare stand. It's a bit like being an entrepreneur. People have the goal to laugh at you when things go wrong, but they would never try to do what you do. Yeah? Did you say you want to pitch? Yeah. Oh, now you want to pitch. Now you want to pitch.
I raised my hand, you didn't.
Oh, did you? Yeah. All right. Let's see how we go with the Zama. Zama, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Zama.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here I have my Instagram handle at Minadao. My pitch. My pitch starts now. Okay, so Minadao is a fashion brand developed by myself. What I'm here to ask for today is for your followership. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to follow me is because on my page I've had very little following. Because a lot of people only follow women of a certain shape. Now, as you can see, I'm the shape that not many people find appealing. So the fashion brand itself was developed for the plus size curvy women. And the backfall of what the clothing that I've designed is the fact that the clothing that I design, even though it's meant to appeal to the plus size women, I get a lot of calls from thinner women wanting my clothes. So the problem that I've had was diversifying my brand in order to cater for all sizes, which I've now done. Now, finding curvy models has been an issue, and me being myself, I can't be a model. So I'm asking you to follow me today in order to grow the followership of the brand. Now, some of the successes of the brand is the fact that I've had people such as Precious the Planner, who's very known for her work in the entertainment industry, and I don't know, other celebrities going to shops like The Space to buy my brand. Sorry, can I start again? I was nervous.
So, who wants to hear us start again? 15 more seconds. The 15 seconds starts now. Sweet.
Okay. So basically, Minatao is a brand, which is what I'm pitching to you, has had the downfall of having people that weren't actually my target market actually love the brand. So it's a good problem that I have. Now, that problem means that I have to diversify my size curve, meaning I need to produce more of a single garment than what I normally do. Now, my brand is available at The Space, which is a shop at the Pavilion, Gateway, and other malls within South Africa. Now, the problem that I faced was that The Space was charging me commission and rental, meaning that my price per garment was much higher than what it needed to. So I pulled it out in order for it to be accessible to other customers. So because of pulling that out, I need to sell directly to the customers. Hence, I'm asking for your followership so that I can sell to your wives, your girlfriends, yourselves, directly, as opposed to paying a higher value per garment than what it is.
All right. Okay, can we have all three of you stand up, please? Let's see how this goes. Just a point. On behalf of all of them, it is incredibly difficult to stand up there. Okay? The glaring eyes and faces. It's incredibly difficult. Am I right? Yes. First, all three of you, congratulations. Well done. Second thing I'd like to tell you, if I may, as a professional speaker, shorter is usually better. Okay, so what you don't want to do is overstate or restate what you've already stated. Say it once, say it clearly, audibly, and move on from it. It's done. The third thing I want to do, and I want to say this to you, Zama, is don't apologize. There's nothing for which to apologize. And you didn't say sorry, but you know how I know you apologized? Say again? Not when she stopped. What else? Her mannerisms, her body language. First, notice how of all three, why are you standing so far back? Move forward. Guys, it's your stage. Move forward. Second thing, move closer to the board, into the light. So what they're doing, if you've ever been to a network event, I don't know if you've ever done this, like at work, you go to a network event and you get there and the people you usually hang out with aren't there. What do? You find the darkest corner that's closest to you. You take your drink and you go and stand in that dark corner. And you scan the room to see who you know, right? So take your time. Next time somebody gives you a platform, whether it's a meeting or you're presenting, get there and take your time. Stop, pause, relax, scan the room, see who's here. Just take a moment, breathe in. Don't just jump into it. And find the place of power, which is where the light is. If you're in the darkness, I can't see you. Fish, I mean, I can see your shirt. I can't see you. I can't see you. And with that curtain, there's like a blare between the curtain, you know. So own it. That stage at that time is your space. Don't run from it. Own it. You said, I want to do it. Now own it, okay? Up front, you state the ask. At the end, you restate the ask. I want to say one more thing again. When you state the ask, don't justify it. So don't say, I'm asking you to follow me on Twitter, on Instagram because. I'm asking you to follow me on Twitter. End of story. Then tell me the brand story. Lastly, none of you here used what is the most powerful thing in any pitch. What's that? Anyone? No. What's the one thing everybody remembers when you leave a room? Story. So I want to know the story behind why you started your fashion label. Like what was happening? I want to know the story around you saying, I'm not the right body shape. Who told you this? Society? When? There's an event in your mind that's marked. The first time you heard that said to you, and then you believed it. that I promise you now, if you told everyone in this room that story, everyone has been in a place where somebody told them they weren't good enough. Yeah? Brand story, very powerful. What does your brand stand for? Why are you there? Fish. Sbonelo, right? It's the last time I call you fish. I don't want you leaving this room. Everybody goes, hey, fish. By the way, that's how nicknames come up. You know, you'll be getting off your private jet one day, like, hey, fish. And now you must justify, why are you called fish? No, I had fish one time. So, the problem you're solving, the way you stated it at the beginning, what you then did is you started overstating the problem. Then you jumped into a new problem. One problem, one pitch, and state that specific problem. Okay. Yeah, let's in the middle. I forgot your name? Cinzia. Such a beautiful name. Okay? Cinzia. When you pitch something as technical as what you're doing, what you want to try and do is humanize it as much as possible. If I was you, I would have started with something like, imagine if I could take your trash and turn it into 100 Rand cash. Would I have your attention? Right? And then I would get into how that happens. Humanize it as much as possible. No matter how technical stuff is, actually when it gets down to it, it's just a human conversation. Comprendez-vous? Merci beaucoup. Good. Shall we vote then? Yes? We'll vote in the order by which they are standing. Now, unfortunately, in life, there can only be one winner. In my mind, you're all winners. Really. You're all winners. Especially fish. Fish. Okay. A round of applause if you think fish is the guy. A round of applause if you think Cinzia is the girl. A round of applause if you think Zama is the girl. Zama, for that, will help us here. Zama, for that, you get yourself a nice hamper.